Data sheet English. Please tell me what I need to know.
What you got?
Dude, today I'm venturing into a realm of the world of paint that I've been hesitant to enter for my entire life, but we decided that I'm at the point in my painting career where I just want to pick up the gun and spray, and you know, as long as there's a clear understanding with customers that I'm just putting paint over top of what they prepped, I think it's fine, but that's what I'm doing. This guy has expressed very clearly that he thinks this thing is a complete shit box, and he prepped it himself, and he bought all the supplies and stuff, and he just wants someone to hose some paint on it. So if you take a look around this thing and give him a look, show, you know what to show him.
So what do you think of the prep job?
Dude, it's pretty rough, but that's just what he wants, man. And you know, even though the guy doesn't give a shit, I give a shit to an extent, right? So like, he brought me a bunch of stuff that I would normally never even touch, like a 1K ready to spray sealer and stuff. Just literally must have just been like, bro, give me whatever is as cheap as possible. This is like industrial paint, you know, for like, I mean, if this gives you an idea of the things that they anticipate you painting with this, we got a bulldozer, some pipes, a semi-truck tanker, like, you know, it might be pretty durable fucking paint that, man, I don't know, but I don't know anything about either of these products, so I looked up the data sheets and just got, you know, a quick idea of how they're gonna spray, and you know, if I need to do anything out of the ordinary, but it was all essentially what I anticipated. So we're just gonna dump this in the gun and hose a wet coat on it, let it sit for half an hour, and then top coat it with this stuff, which mixes 8 parts paint, 2 part reducer, 1 part activator, which this cup doesn't even have on here, so I'll just have to do the math and use the ratios and whatever. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Cool. We already went around this whole thing, and I just used a waterborne cleaner because I didn't want to risk spraying a solvent-borne cleaner. I think this is Rattle Can primer. And you know, it probably would have been fine, but I didn't want the risk of anything with solvents kind of reactivating if there's any problem areas, or wanted to lift up that primer anywhere, and just, I'd rather not have any headaches. So we just went around it with a water-based cleaner, hosed everything down, wiped it down. I'm gonna go around with the air blower right now, hit all the nooks and crannies and everything, try to get any dust out to the surface, and then just tack rag it and shoot it. It probably would have been better to just not sealer this and just spray that paint straight over it. But there's so many like deep sand scratches and shit everywhere, like, it needs a little bit of help. There you go.
super wet look. I need time I've ever sprayed a product that says that, it's absolute garbage.
First thing I'm gonna say is I'm gonna ask for forgiveness from the YouTube paint gods for the sins that I've committed today. Obviously, there wasn't very much prep done. He didn't buy enough paint. We ran out of sealer without being able to get the back part of the car. I was able to get one full wet coat on the whole thing, but there wasn't enough paint for a second coat, so I literally just called it good at one because I wasn't gonna spray like a half of a coat on it and have like nasty dry overspray all over the rest of the car, and it would look worse than just one coat, realistically. So he asked me to paint his wheels and tires. I was like, dude, you don't even want to mask off the tires? He said, nope, paint the tires. So painted the tires, got a coat on the wheels, got a coat on the rest of the car. I mean, it's kind of shiny and it's black, and you can see all of his bodywork and all the runs from his rattle can primer. And I mean, somehow he managed to get like runs on the hood, which is like more or less flat, which is baffling. But you probably could see that on the shots that you took when you were walking around it before. It's still tacking off, but I mean, let's be real, it doesn't matter if I get dirt on this thing or anything, it's, you know.
Wouldn't notice.
Yeah, or you get cookie crumbs on it. Just fantastic body work right here.
Well, this is like, if you're thinking of painting your car and you think you can prep it, this is definitely not the way to prep it.
Yeah, if it was really cool, man. If you would have prepped this thing out like, you know, better, and I could have, and you know, he would have bought me enough paint. Probably could have laid down a pretty slick little paint job on this thing, but it is what it is, man. He obviously didn't care, and I obviously don't care because he doesn't care. So hopefully he's happy with it, or he's just gonna be furious. What's with the runs?
It's all the scratches.
Yeah, I'll be like, dude,
it's got nothing to do with paint.
Yeah. If I tried, I couldn't make my spray gun make a run that looked like that. It's clearly from rattle can, but.
And you can see I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it on video, but you can see the lumps here from the rattle can primer where he.
Oh, we're spitting?
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. How do you get a run on a flat surface? Like he literally had to like.
Yeah.
You know, it's like. There was probably like rock chips or like little flakes coming up there, and he was probably like, I'll fill it in with primer. You want your car shot between $300-500 and you want to prep it out, bring it on by. You better bring enough tape and enough paint though. I ain't gonna do nothing. I'll squirt it for you though. That's about it. Here's a little bit better example of a customer prepped paint job that was brought to us a couple weeks ago. This guy had actually consulted with me a little bit about how I wanted the prep done and what would be best for the truck to actually come out nice. He actually went around and 400 wet sanded this whole truck before he brought it to us. He was real meticulous with the prep, and it shows. This guy got a far better paint job for the exact same price as the guy with the Spark, but he was a little bit more careful about making sure that he got value for his money. If you guys are interested in seeing a paint job that we professionally prepped and sprayed ourselves all in-house, you should go over to the channel and check out our custom paint job on the Mazda Protege that we did. That thing was super cool, and I think if you enjoyed this video, you would really like seeing that.